starting kick!
And welcome back to another episode of Big Points Theory. So we're talking about this week about Game Week 7. Now, normally I'd be joined by my host, my co-host, High Score Suj, but it looks like the Infinity Stones got him. He disintegrated. So I just took a screenshot of him and I put him on screen there.
What do you mean, man? I'm right here.
Oh, well, I used the time stone to bring him back for one episode.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then hopefully by the next week we'll have someone else. Okay, so let's not waste any time, especially after last week's debacle of points, getting absolutely nothing. Let's go straight to our captain picks. I hope we're gonna make up for last week.
Yeah, but look, Hazard was... all things pointed to Hazard scoring last week. I mean, he was on form. He was playing not a great team, but I mean, yeah. Anyway, he saved it. He saved it for midweek when he gave Liverpool that nice piece of goal that he pulled out. Did you see it?
Oh yeah, it was delicious. Yeah,
That was
jeez,
a fun goal.
he sniped them left, right, and then straight into goal. But yeah,
I don't really mind that he didn't give us our captain points because he knocked Liverpool out of the cup. Both out of the cup now. Nice.
Well, I mean the Carabao Cup is. I don't really care too much about the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say anything more about that.
Yeah, leave
I'm
the
more
Carabao
concerned about
Cup.
this week. Hopefully they'll knock Liverpool off their perch.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about our captain picks. So this week we've gone for Aguero, Mitrovic, Lacazette, Vardy, and Kane. You might notice there's actually it's a big notice that neither Hazard nor Salah are here.
That's right.
So
They're playing
why?
each other this weekend. So I think whether they score or not, I think they'll cancel each other out. So I don't really want to risk it.
Okay.
You know?
Well, look, I still feel Hazard is a fixture proof. So to me, if you want to captain Hazard and you have him in your team and you don't maybe say have Aguero or someone, I would still go for Hazard because he is fixture proof. But there's obviously that little he has played midweek, but he's on massive form. So
And he's playing at home. He loves scoring at home.
yeah, he does, and we'll really see a test of Liverpool's credentials now in this game.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so let's. How do you want to do this? Let's tackle it from say right to left.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting with Kane. Kane, I noticed has been actually picking up recently, but what do you have to say about him?
Oh, well, look, he's got 3 goals now, and he seems to have rediscovered his eye for goal when he scored against Huddersfield.
Mm-hmm.
And he was also awarded the maximum bonus points in that game.
Yeah, I watched the highlights and I noticed that he actually scored. Did he score a penalty?
I think it was.
Yeah. It was a silly. There's someone. Trippier took the free kick, and then when the wall jumped, the guy put his hand up. So, and then I know Kane scored a penalty from there. But the fact that he got the 3 bonus points clearly means he's done something.
Yeah, that's his job, man. His job is to score goals. So even if it's a penalty, as long as he's getting the goals.
Yeah, and traditionally, isn't it like it's always been true of Kane for how many years he's been in the Premier League? He always really just kicks into gear 7 or 8 games in. So maybe now is the time to look at it.
Look, he recorded 4 shots on target in Gameweek 6, which is more than any other player.
Okay.
So it just shows he's on a bit of an up.
Okay. Well, in terms of the stats, I mean, obviously he's got the goals. He's taking shots. He's pretty much on par with the rest of the guys, and he's even attempting assists. So I think in terms of Kane, like we definitely have to pay attention to him, but his price is he's still iffy for my liking, you know.
Well, if you're going top heavy, then you can afford him.
Yeah. It all depends on how your team is set up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Vardy. I like the Vardy choice, but tell me what your thoughts around it.
Well, I've been keeping my eye on Vardy since he came back from that red card, and he's slowly but surely getting back to full fitness and full scoring because he got a goal and an assist in the last game, and he's on penalties. Inacho also seems to be scoring similar to him, but I think Vardy is the more solid pick because when he's on the pitch, he does something, and he's not as expensive as the rest of the top guys, but affordable enough where he'll get you enough goals.
Yeah. I would actually recommend anybody who has like players of the likes of like Wilson and Zaha and that kind, they should probably get them out of the team and try and get Vardy in because Vardy's also in a team now where He's got that guy Madison in there as well, and that guy's
Yeah.
also getting quite a bit of points.
He's doing very well. Also, with if you look at Leicester's fixtures, woo, now I think those fixtures are probably the best fixtures in the league at the moment for the
What?
next
Really?
5. Yeah, have you heard it?
Let me have a look. I mean, so spoiler alert, we have already brought Vardy into our team, think with
Yeah,
those very same thoughts.
that's why we considering him like that.
Yeah. So let's have a
Yeah.
look at his fixtures quickly. There.
Fixtures, man.
Can't seem to move the pictures. Hold on a second. Let's try this again.
I like the fact also that if he's not on the field, that Madison guy is on penalties, and he scored a beautiful free kick last week. So he seems to be wanting to do something. There we go. Right. Do you see that? Look at those fixtures. You might think the Arsenal game is a bit of a difficult game, but Arsenal in that same game week, or in the game week, in the days after that, go and play the Europa game away. I think to Sevilla. I can't remember what it is, but they have to travel away.
Okay. And Arsenal are notorious for coming back from Europe and not performing that well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they go to Europe just after that.
Oh, just after. Oh, okay.
Maybe rotation with one eye on the Europa League and stuff,
Do you think they're really aiming for the Europa League or?
Why not? Those new coaches will take any cup they can get.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I'm definitely on board for Vardy.
Look at that, right till game week 15. No, there's no set. I'll leave him there.
So no. I mean, he takes the penalties. He's their main striker. He's always up there. I mean, Iheanacho is also obviously in that team, right?
Yeah.
But I don't see him really taking over from Vardy.
I'm sure he'll get. If he keeps playing, he'll get something. But not like.
So I'm good with him. Although this week's fixture, I mean, as much. I mean, they're playing away from home, and they're playing Newcastle. And Newcastle are they're turning out to be like they're not necessarily a brilliant outfit, but they definitely are pretty defensive, and any team finds them hard to break down.
So, same can be said about Wolves, but I mean.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's what I would say as maybe why I would shy away slightly from Vardy. But he's a good choice, definitely, just to have in your team. And as a captain pick, he's a very decent captain pick.
Because, I mean, last week, if you captain him, he got more points than Salah, more points than Hazard, more points than Mane. So.
Yeah. No, look, I'll definitely keep an eye out for Vardy. Okay, moving on to Mitrovic. Mitrovic?
Yeah, this was just on super form, man.
Super form. Okay. Sorry, I skipped a beat there. Let's Lacazette first, since we were talking about Arsenal. I found that he's been pretty consistent in terms of point scoring, compared to like say the other people you might have thought of: Ramsey, Ozil, Aubameyang.
Yeah. You see, Aubameyang was playing up front, but I see now in the last couple of games, Dassault's just placed him in his position, and Aubameyang moved like to the left wing.
Okay. You see now that obviously indicates that the coach is more interested in getting Lacazette up front.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, Also, he's getting in there for the assists. He's not just scoring, and I believe he scored quite a few Premier League goals for this like the whole year so far.
Okay, well, look in the last 3 starts, he's got 2 goals and 2 assists with 25 FPL points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if that's not form, then I don't know what is.
So to me, this would be the differential captain pick in my book, right? I don't know if you think so.
Yeah, look, I agree.
Okay.
He has scored 11 of his 14 goals here at home, so he's another who loves to score at home.
Okay. Oh, he does love scoring at home. Great. And
plus, they're playing against Watford, who have only kept a clean sheet despite playing like 4 of their first 6 fixtures at home.
Yeah. And I actually think that they are they're still playing well enough, but I can tell people like players like Pereira and they're not quite performing again.
Yeah.
They're very. Watford have always pretty much been like flash in the pan. They'll perform for a while and then they go off the boil. Hopefully this will be the week they go off the boil and then Lacazette's your man. Okay, moving on to Mitrovic. This is an interesting one. Tell me your case for Mitrovic.
Now look, Mitrovic is in overform for me. I mean, 5 goals in like 6 game weeks.
What? 5 goals in 6 game weeks?
Yeah, if that's not because we're going to game week 7 now, and he's got 5 goals already.
Oh yeah, jeez, he's got the most goals out of all of these guys. It's ridiculous.
Looks like the focal point for Fulham.
But he's playing, he's playing for Fulham. I mean, as an outfit, do you really like? What are they attacking?
Yeah, let me put it this way. Since the time he debuted for Fulham in February 2018, that's how many months ago? A couple of months ago, he scored more league goals across the top 4 tiers of English football than any other player with 17 goals. So
Whoa.
he's clearly scoring goals for them. However, this whole year, sometimes he goes off the boil and he gets red cards. But shit, the way the form is on now, I'll take it.
And he's playing Everton too, right? And Everton are just like they like a leaky bucket, you know.
Yeah, bro. I've kept as many clean sheets as Everton this season. Zero.
Yeah, no, Everton is a total bust. I
Yo,
would bet any team to score against them.
I'm glad we jumped off that train.
Yeah, and Coleman's now injured again. Wonderful. And
Plus,
Jagielka also not available. So to me, their defense is porous at best. And with Richarlison just coming back into the team, yeah, no. I would bet any team against Everton.
I mean, look at his price, bro. 7 million. 5 goals, 7 million.
Yeah, I almost think like, how can you not afford to have him?
While
Okay.
Salah's 13 million with 4 goals. Or 3 goals. Very
Yeah,
nice.
delicious. Okay, and then we go. Oh, let's move on to who I think is obviously the star of the show this week.
The safe pick.
Again, Mr. Argentinian Aguero.
Yeah.
Do we even have to say anything?
You know, Brighton at home is the kind of fixture where he wants to run riot and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't think he scored last. No, he did score last week. He actually scored a very nice one last week.
Yeah.
He's not like having the same problem like last season where he was getting rotated now. He's clearly the main man. He's going to play every game. Any concerns about him? Like, I mean, any possible reason why you might not choose him as captain? Because to me, he's a lock as captain.
Well, I know next week is Champions League. And in the game before the last Champions League game was against... it was just before the Lyon game. He played 53 minutes at Fulham in Gameweek 5. And then the game after that against Cardiff, he only played an hour. Well, I think he'll start. But I'm hoping that Pep doesn't pull out his moves again and just starts Jesus, even though Jesus started midweek.
Look, I would think if Pep was a normal person, I roll my eyes. But if I were the manager, I would be thinking to myself, okay, Liverpool are playing a difficult game this week. We're going to have Liverpool next week. I'd want to make sure I got my 3 points ahead of them. You know, if there was ever a week that Liverpool can drop points, this would be the week. So you want to make sure you got that 3-point buffer if you play them next week.
For sure.
Yeah. So
he only needs about 60 minutes to score a hat-trick. So that, you know.
You're making me excited about a hat-trick. So should we consider him for a triple captain?
Well, Brighton are not really a pushover as such. I'd really keep that triple captain for the second half of the season when we can see the clear teams who are struggling and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the big scores really come in the second half of the season for me.
Okay. No, well, look. So, again, seems like an easy choice this week. Differential pick would be your Lacazette. Obviously, the changes we made, we don't have Lacazette in here. So, we've got vice-captain as Vardy. And, obviously, Aguero as our captain. And we've made a couple of other changes. We brought in... who did we bring in? We brought in Lascelles for Mendy. Actually, since we are talking about that, let me just go through some FPL news that's happening. Let me just open it up there. Yeah, so we've got some news this week. There's still some injury doubts. Like, obviously, for Liverpool, Van Dijk's, there's a slight injury for him, but he's more... I'm sure they'll play him. And in terms of, like, Spurs, Eriksen, Lloris, they've also slight injury doubts. I don't see a problem with that. And Mendy? What do you think's happening with Mendy?
I don't know. It's actually quite weird. Where did this injury come from all of a sudden? And why did it change from his calf to his ankle in like 2 weeks?
I have no clue.
But he's not playing, and I can't waste so much points on the bench now.
Yeah. And, okay. And from there, I've also got some players that I thought that if you... considering what happened last week and a couple of weeks before, it's been difficult to like stay on the guys who are like form. So I think a lot of people are looking for players that they can transition to, especially when the some of the fixtures get bad. Like people who have like Zaha and people like that, they're heading into difficult fixtures now. So I thought I'll just provide some information about the players to maybe watch. I noticed Sane is back in City, and you're talking about rotation and all that. Maybe he's also back on the radar. I know Sterling's been performing, but and also I think Mahrez also scored, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 goals.
Yeah. And Arsenal, I think they are back on the form train again. And we already mentioned about James Madison.
Yeah, that
He takes the
Trent one's
fingers.
the interesting one there.
Which one?
Trent Alexander-Arnold, because after this next two game weeks, he's got some nice fixtures.
Yeah, and I mean, I see that quite a few teams are starting to, decelerate their expensive defenders program because now
Yeah,
it's getting the fixtures are getting heavier, so there's
yeah,
definitely going to be less and less clean sheets. And with people like Mendy getting injured and Alonso, he hasn't scored in the last couple of weeks, so I think it's definitely people to watch. Yeah, that's it
yeah,
for this week. So Aguero is your captain, and
yeah,
your differential is Lacazette.
and
Any one of those, or even Mitrovic, I think I won't be surprised if Mitrovic does well this week.
I hope all of them can score. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Okay. Anyway, good to chat to you again, and hopefully, good luck to all you managers and massive
Okay, but
points.
wait now. Am I just gonna be here for the? Are you using the time stone only for this week, or will I be back to normal next week? Am I dead? What's the story? You can't leave something like that. They need to know what's going on.
Oh, okay, okay. Now you'll be back to normal next week.
Yo,
Yeah,
so it'll be Infinity Wars 2 by next week. I love it.
yeah. Cheers.
Okay.